Hello, everyone. Thanks for attending the OTHub presentation. We've had tons of speakers already. I'm sure we'll have even more great speakers. So hopefully this can be added to the list of great speakers as well. Uh, I am obviously Tyler. I am one of the three community members that have taken up the helm for OTHub. And I hope you enjoy learning a bit more about the platform. So OTHub is essentially a network explorer for the Oregon Trail Decentralized Knowledge Graph. We do a little bit more than just explore data. We have more features than that, but in essence, we're essentially providing you a window into the ecosystem for many participants. OTHub itself has been around for many, many years before the three members on the screen took over. We needed to upgrade whenever V6 protocol came along because there were just so many more capabilities within that protocol that we kind of needed a new platform to satisfy all the different things you could do. So without further ado, our three members, obviously me, Tyler, I am the web developer of OTHub, the front-end application that a lot of users interact with. I built that and the back-end API. The next member is Dimitri. A lot of the community member are very familiar with Dimitri. He's our brainiac data wizard. He maintains our syncs data. So we sync the testnet and mainnet into our centralized databases, build an API off of that, and then that's what our web app runs off of. And then Danny, also known as BRX to most of the community, he is the bastion of what it means to be a good Oregon Trail community member. He is the person that is front and center in the community. He's written many guides, and he is also the interactions that you see in our Telegram bot and our X activity that is driven by his development as well. So what are the use cases, the barriers to entry that OTHub essentially solves? So when the V6 protocol dropped, we had a lack of data insights into the actual network, right? So this data is very important if you're a builder, if you're an investor, if you're just someone who really likes knowledge graphs and you want to decentralize your own data. It was very hard to really understand, what even an asset costs without the OTHub data, right? So with this data, users can more easily engage with the network. They can decide how they want to build, where they want to build, where to allocate their resources. And then, as I was saying, the extra features that we offer above, just your typical statistics, we provide everything open source, right? So our API is open source for this data. We have streamlined publishing interface for all the builders, and you can build essentially without even touching an Oregon Trail node through our API. So we provide comprehensive tools for pretty much any kind of community member in the ecosystem. So I have essentially our feature sets divided into 4 categories here. So obviously our network analytics, we can move on to DKG exploration, right? So we offer the ability to pretty much find any asset you want on the network, whether that's through by the owner, what blockchain it was published to, even keyword, right? And then we also offer features for our node operators. So the great people who run OT nodes that maintain the decentralized nature of the knowledge graph. These people are the backbone of pretty much why all this is possible. So we provide tools for them. And then also the delegator side, we provide customization features for them so you can more easily identify them throughout the platform. And then publishers as well are able to really alias their Ethereum addresses and connect better, more human readable in a way with the public, right? And then obviously we have streamlined tools to make sure that you can really get an asset published, whether you're testing or you just have some data that you really need to get out there. We can get that set up for you in just a few clicks of a button with the live product. So for our analytics, we probably have 15 to 20 pre-built charts on the website. Obviously, if you go to othub.io right now, you'll see some of those cumulative charts. And those are offered across 6 different time frames, so you can drill in and get more robust data. And again, I want to emphasize that all this is available through our free OTHub API. If you have analytics that you're interested in or you want to build specific visualizations, all this data is available to you free of charge. Just go to OTHub.com or OTHub.io, sorry, and create a profile and you'll get your API key. And then our exploration features, right? So OTHub hosts our local knowledge graph that is built on the DKG. So we host our own open local knowledge graph. We have quite a bit of data populated on the testnet side. So I encourage everyone to go to othub.io, go to the knowledge tab and play around with the search features. So aside from just a UAL, right, or just the owner or the publisher or how much the data costs, right? You can also search by keyword. So you might go in and type your name and you could probably get a result. And it's actually pretty fun to go in there and just see the random result that you get. And then on top of that, we also provide you a way to provide sentiment on the asset, right? So if someone publishes data and you think that this data isn't really relevant to what you searched, then give it a downvote, right? Or if you think it's really good, give it an upvote. And then once this sentiment kind of builds, users can kind of get an idea of what publishers are publishing valuable data and what publishers are not. And again, all this available through our open API. You can pull asset sentiment. You can search our own DKG. It's all there for you. You don't need a node. Moving on, some of these features are some of my favorite because they really cater to the little guy, right? The guy running the node or the guy delegating to the node or people just interested in keeping in track of the ecosystem. So our node runners on the OTHub platform, you can go and actually update your own logo, provide a bio about your node, and this helps your delegators really understand what you're trying to accomplish. If you're just a node runner or if you're running a node that's part of a greater pool, you may want to mention that in your bio and you might get more support, right? On top of that, like I said before, our publishers and delegators, they're able to alias their Ethereum addresses. They can assign an X profile so others know who they are on social media. And it also allows them to more easily identify within the system, right? If you're looking at transactions on OTHub, if they're published by someone who has, put a profile picture into OTHub, has alias their name, that's going to resonate a lot more with someone who is just an Ethereum address with a blank user profile, right? So this is really trying to help users connect to other publishers and decide who is creating data that they care about, right? And then last, we also offer push notifications for these delegators. So if you're delegating to a node and you're very curious about their performance, we offer 2 clicks, 3 clicks of a button. You can essentially sign up for notifications real time on how those delegations are doing. Moving forward, OTHub is very, very involved. The OTHub crew is very, very involved in the community as of right now, right? Like I probably spent a few hours last night working on OTHub stuff. So we are very active in the V8 phase 1 and 2 testnet right now. So we're actively participating in that. And then when phase 3 rolls around, we have already started strategizing and putting together a Windows desktop application that will host an edge node for users, and that will be the next evolution from the OTHub web app to now we have a desktop app. And moving forward, we have gotten tons of user feedback. We really appreciate all that user feedback. We're going to take all of our learnings, and we're going to shove that into this desktop application that we're building so we can really build something that the community and other people like. I do have a demo here for you guys. It's pre-recorded, but this will show you just how quick it is. Anyone in the room right now, if you're going into the workshop tomorrow, if you want to just test out creating an asset and be able to refer to it in the workshop or just look at the asset that you created, I encourage you to use OTHub. But here, I think our demo will show you just how easy it is to create an asset on the DKG. So obviously we have to sign in first so we know who's going to take the asset. We offer mainnet, testnet, pretty much any network the DKG is on, you can choose. We automatically load up that list of pairnets. If you want to update to a pairnet, you can do that. If not, you don't have to. You can paste raw JSON in. We have a schema.org form builder. So as we go, we'll add more forms, but you can essentially build your own schema.org ontology data set based on this form. And it's really a fast track to building a valid data set that's going to get published on the DKG. We automatically switch time or switch wallets here if you're not connected to the right network for the pairnet. And then I do want to shout out if you're on testnet, so this is for everyone in the workshop tomorrow, if you're on testnet, you do not need any tokens. You just need to sign in with a wallet. We will take care of spending the testnet tokens for you to publish the asset. In this example here, we're publishing to mainnet, so we don't really have a payment processor set up, so you're going to have to pay for that mainnet publication yourself. So fairly quick, 3-4 clicks of a button. Our asset will drop down here once it renders from the SDK, and then you can explore this asset, and you'll see it's also tied to the pairnet that we chose in our selection, which is the OTHub, I think, events pairnet that we chose. So it's really that quick to create an asset. And please reach out. We are very, very active on Telegram, X. We do look at our emails, believe it or not. So hit us up if you have questions. If you think you'd like to collaborate with us, we are very available.